And that incident, one of many captured on camera during protests across the country. Here in Kansas City, this image of a man being pulled out of a crowd of protesters and then pepper sprayed has millions of views. Our Angie Rucono spoke with the man behind the lens.
Photos capture moments in time, and they are powerful. Some say this man got what he deserved, but others are critical of police.
It's so hard to believe that an image like that is even possible today. I mean, you see a lot of things like that from older protests, the civil rights marches and things like that, but you just wouldn't assume that somebody would just get sprayed point blank like that.
Photographer Frank Kuhl normally photographs nightlife and concerts. This image from a plaza protest is now his most famous.
It shows someone who stood up for what they believed in and just got smacked down.
Kuhl has been documenting and watching.
To me, it seemed like there were a lot of people that would just run up, throw something at the police, disappear out of the crowd, and the police would react by spraying in the direction of where that bottle or whatever it was that was thrown came from. The gentleman in this photo did not deserve being sprayed in the face like that, nor did all the people that were standing behind him that got maced right after that.
Kansas City police have been questioned about photos and videos floating around on social media. At times, you can sense the frustration.
Would you take a look at it?
This may be hard to believe, but we're a little busy today, so I will do the press conference and then submit whatever you can to me, and we'll try and get it answered, okay?
A police spokesperson has directly explained what you see in this photo. As previously reported, we made 151 arrests this weekend. This was one of them. The protester was arrested for municipal city protest-related charges. He did not resist his arrest. However, the associated response from the crowd was aggressive and violent by throwing various objects and physically interfering with the arrest, which is also a crime for which they were not arrested for at that time. That is what led to the officer's response with pepper spray.
I never expected to see or experience what I experienced last weekend at all.
Kuhl's photo has been called fake. It's not.
It's hard to believe anything, but this I saw, and it was very real. I mean, half the people think it's fake, half the people say the guy deserved it, the other half says that he was an innocent bystander.
Kuhl has recently taken a stand about the images he's captured of protesters and police. He refuses to blur any faces or badge numbers.
If I blur their faces, should then I go blur all the officers' badge numbers? To me, it just didn't really seem fair to choose a side like that to where you hide what one side is doing and then glorify the other, or vice versa. So I wanted to make sure that everyone was held responsible for exactly what they did that day.
There is a shot that Kuhl says he missed, and that's when police knelt down with protesters. The crowd was wild, and what he was able to capture on his camera, unfortunately, was blurred, but it was a real moment. And it's something that our cameras caught at a later date with Chief Rick Smith and the mayor. They knelt down with protesters last night. In Kansas City, Angie Rucono, KCTV5 News.